Immigration was certainly a big theme of the president's speech tonight. The Dreamers, or the DACA program, is certainly an important issue to Congress right now, and 15 states, including the District of Columbia, have filed a lawsuit against the Trump administration for ending the DACA program. Our reporter John Schumo is here to talk about what's happening on the ground. John, what are you hearing?
Well, Jeanette, in the audience for the President's State of the Union address, we should point out, were dozens of dreamers, immigrants who were brought to this country illegally when they were children. They were invited guests of Democrats who are looking to shape immigration reform in their view. They want to make that issue front and center. One of those Democrats, New York State Attorney General Eric Schneiderman, was not in D.C. Instead, he was in a federal courtroom in Brooklyn. Schneiderman is leading a coalition from more than a dozen states that filed the lawsuit looking to stop President Trump's movement to end DACA. This is, of course, the program that is used to protect dreamers from being deported. A federal judge listened to arguments on a motion to issue a preliminary injunction to stop the program, but no decision was reached. The judge needs a little bit more time. The complaint argues that states could lose tens of millions of dollars in tax revenue if the program ends and the residents are deported. And ending the program is nothing more than discrimination against dreamers from Mexican origin. That's the basis of the lawsuit. Well, outside the courtroom today, those who support dreamers spoke after the hearing. Take a listen.
Say the federal government is trying to construe this as individual discretionary decisions for individuals to stay in the country or go. That's not what's at issue here. It's a massive, successful program that they're attempting to shut down.
We call ourselves a progressive country. We call ourselves a liberal country, right? But what we've seen over the last few months is that we're going back 200-300 years in our history.
Now, some 42,000 New Yorkers are enrolled in DACA. It's estimated some 800,000 DACA recipients are somewhere around the country, and that's why other states like Pennsylvania and Illinois, Virginia, North Carolina have all signed on to this lawsuit. President Trump delayed the end of DACA until March 5th to give lawmakers more time to figure out what to do. So Congress is working to figure out what to do with the dreamers, and this situation is playing out right now in D.C. and in the courts. Back to you.
And we're going to follow this situation very closely. Thanks, John. Now we're bringing back our expert panel, Frank Luna, who's a Republican strategist and chief of staff to Congressman Tom MacArthur, and Afia Yunus, who's an immigration attorney for Yunus Law. Afia, the DACA issue is something that almost all Americans agree with, that these dreamers should stay here. I think a new poll says 86% of Americans support this. But is this political theater, or does this lawsuit actually stand a chance in court?
I do think that it's going to be challenging. There are several issues here. First is the equal protection issue. So was the president discriminatory in rescinding this relief? Was it generated by animus towards Mexican Americans? The other issue is due process. The issue here is that was there a right created by Obama passing DACA, or was it just a relief from deportation? So there's several issues here, and we'll see how it plays out.
The U.S. Department of Justice says that the DACA ordinance was an executive order passed by President Obama and not by Congress, so therefore it's unconstitutional. Frank, what do you think? Does this lawsuit stand a chance, or is it just more political theater?
I certainly think it's more political theater, and I think President Trump laid out some guidelines on DACA that are pragmatic and make some sense. And we need to see Republicans and Democrats come together on this and actually get it done.
Bill, we have till March 5th to fix the DACA issue. Do you think Congress can do it? Do you think we can come up with a solution that includes both the wall and DACA?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think this is why you're seeing the court case occur. You've got two ways to fix a law. You can go through the courts, you can go through the Congress. The Congress seems broken. Jeanette, you hit it on the head. 80% of the public and beyond is supportive of this. It's time for Congress to get to work. What do you think,
Afia, DACA or the wall? What do you think?
I don't think it should be either or. I think 80% of Americans agree that the dreamers deserve protection. So I don't know what the issue is. And again, if Congress can't step up to the plate, we have to go to the courts to seek justice.
Great. Thanks, everybody.